Welcome back to Desperado Chess, where we've got a new, sorry, I'll stop moving that, a new camera layout, new lighting setup. Hopefully it works better and I look into the camera a little bit more often. We won't talk about that. But anyways, so I said in the last video that I'm going to start trying to make basically an everyday routine of things where I do things to improve my chess, not just play games and hope that my rating goes up. So the main things that I'm going to be doing are game review for my games and also puzzles. So I want to start out before I start playing with just this one puzzle. I just figured I would, I'd see one that looks like it's a teachable moment. You actually take the rook here, which is pretty clear, but I think the teaching moment in this one is you don't take the other rook because this is checkmate. So it's pretty clear to see that, okay, he needs this knight to checkmate, so we'll just take that knight. And then after this check, you block right here. Obviously the knight takes. I considered this, but then he can x-ray you with the rook. So I just brought back and it said that was the solution. So there's our puzzle of the day. We're not doing another puzzle. All right, let's go to play. Play coach. No, we're gonna play people. All right, just checking, making sure everything is good. All right, so I played one game at lunch with a friend of mine since the last recording, and this is the next game. Here we are. Here we are, and there they went. Okay. Now, I think we will play the Caro-Kann. I need to do more studying for the Sicilian. See how my mindset is already changing? Being smart about stuff. All right, so we're going to take here. This is how we play. I just don't want to let them take on c5. Okay. This is interesting. It almost makes me wonder if I should just go here and then try and do this. If I develop here, I don't know if that helps me. I think I actually just need to not develop my light squared bishop yet, which the fact that they did this, that kind of makes that a bit of a clear statement. All right, I'm going to go here. I can already win a pawn, can I? I just take this pawn, right? Okay. Yeah, I just won this pawn. All right. This can't be good for white. There's probably a reason why white never plays like this. All right. So I'm trying to think, do I just automatically come out here with something? I'm going to develop the knight. Just try and go for this. I don't want to do this. I'm sure he'll try and take back. I also have to worry about trying to... Actually, do I just take? Or do I develop my other knight? I feel like it's probably better. Just develop the other knight. If I take, he would take back, and then I gotta waste a tempo trying to, guard the king and rook fork. Okay. Now, I can do this already. Is there any reason not to? Or should I already do this pin? So I take this other pawn. Let's say he goes here. Is there anything bad after I just move my king? Queens are off the board. I take, he comes here. No, the other knight guards. I'm not worried about anything now. Yeah, I think I'm kind of cooking him right now. All right, so interestingly, I can already check to win this pawn and then take back again, which I think is just another pawn, so I'm going to do it. I don't see any reason not to. I'm already 2 pawns up. I mean, why not be 3 pawns up? That's kind of how you win games. Okay. Put him back on a nice active square. Potentially do this, actually. Is that how I play that? I do this. No. I don't think that's a smart way of playing. All right, so we'll put him back here. All right, so it does suck that I have to make this king move, but I'm 3 pawns up. Then I'll kick him out. All right, so I have a feeling we're just going to start marching pawns down the board, right? I can always develop a bishop with tempo, but I don't think there's any reason to do that right away. We could get into some Mickey Mouse where I just go here right away. I'm going to kick the knight first. I don't know if I want to push already. Develop, because otherwise he could come in here and then do all kinds of goofy stuff. Like potentially come here is what I would be worried about. Now I think my idea is just going to be pawn storm. That or get my rook in the game. Yeah. I think I'm just going to get my rooks in the game. I'm going to focus a little bit more on development. Now that he's done this, I need to make even more sure that if he pushes and I take, you know, basically that this rook is not a liability as far as being pinned goes. Discard this other pawn, that's fine. Okay. After this, I think the pawn storm basically just commences from there. Now, should I check him first so I don't lose my bishop? I don't think I'm scared of losing my bishop. Just gonna make it active. I only have 4 minutes. I'm thinking a lot, which is okay. Yeah, I don't think that was a smart move. just you're down 3 pawns, so trade pieces. No, I don't think that was smart. All right, so we're coming in like this. This will come with a check, although the knight can take, unless I bring my bishop up, or my rook up, sorry. All right, so clearly he's trying to hit this weak pawn. So do I have any moves? If I go here, let's say he goes here. Why don't I just make this move? I think it's a smart move. Believe it or not, I think I gotta not have complications. That's a big part of me doing well in this game. All right, so let's not lose. Let's not find a way to lose here. Maybe I can force a trade like this. You can go here. Also, the knight is not hanging yet, of course. Okay. My king safety is holding me back. So I'm going to get the king over here so I can kind of use my pieces a little bit more. I don't like the time situation here. All right. Okay, so if right now there's a pin situation. But if he moves his knight, I take this pawn with check. If he moves his knight and he takes my knight with his rook, then my other, I lose a knight basically. All right, so I can come here preparing this. Can always do this and this. Right now we're preparing d4. And I gotta hurry. Okay, so I'm gonna make this move. This is incoming. Okay, what does that do? Does that do anything? I don't see it. Now this can't be, this isn't a tactic anymore, so that's good. Take the pawn. So I just did lose a piece. This is getting tough. My pass pawns have to win this game, and they have to win it fast. Okay. Is this like a fork situation? Let's get a queen. If he goes here, okay. I go here next, potentially. Or just bring the king. "28 seconds is tough." I think I can already push. Oh, I should have taken the knight there. He just checkmated me. Are you serious? I was one move away. I gotta start managing my time better. Unbelievable. Well, all things considered, I played this game extremely well up until the last. I think, except for, you know, this. I'm assuming we'll just look at all the mistakes. I'm assuming the blunder was when I blundered mate. Said I already should have been pushing pawns here. We get that. Okay. Okay. Pushing pawns here, it says. Of course, it says here I should have taken the knight. Man, that is just... The sad thing is that if I go like down here and get safe down here, that works 100 times out of 100, but I just did not have time. That is a very sad loss. But it's kind of fate. I'm just going to chalk that one up as fate. All right, so we did our game review. So we did our part, which means we're going to get better. All right. Let's do another game if it's going to let us. No. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're black. I want almost to just not play this game and to reboot and get another game, but this is what we're gonna have to do. So the other day we played the Grunfeld. We didn't do very well, so all right. They play the ultra solid. We don't want a game. We just want to shuffle pieces around all day variation. All right. All right. We're just gonna play like this. They want ultra solid. They want boring. That's what I'll give them. I'll go C5 here. Yeah. We're just gonna trade everything down. Try and win an end game. Go faster this time, hopefully. All right. This, of course, ends up being a fork of the rooks. All right, what are we doing? Okay. Let's go here. If the rook attacks me, okay, so I actually still think I'm gonna do this move. If takes, I can take back with knight, but I just want to get this bishop into the game. Make a more solid structure over here. This is a pretty common idea. B6 in the Grunfeld. All right. That blunders a pawn, I believe. There's no discovered attack. But he can take, and then I'd fork the rooks. So tricky. I don't even know what to do with myself. So tricky. So very... All right, what should I do? Okay, so if I go here, pawn pushes, I can't take here, so I'll go here. This is actually still kind of pinned because of that. And I'm probably just gonna play h6 at some point. Or should I play this? I don't want to. Do I kick the bishop? All right, we're gonna get rid of this knight problem. Actually, do I need to take first? Okay, that's probably the best I could have hoped for. Trade this off, hopefully. All right, what is he doing? What are we doing? What about a massive trade? Go here, he takes, I take. Yeah. Wait, he can take here first, but then I take here. Yeah, so we're fine. Now, wait a second here. Do I have an ability to take... get a pawn, basically? I believe I do. All right. Did I just completely miscalculate? What just happened? I lost a piece, but I had more pawns for it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just hung a rook. All right, we're white. Game reviews after the game. All right, Philidor. Let's play F4. We're doing it. Well, that's very interesting. So this allows me to develop with tempo. So connecting the rooks, getting one of the rooks opposing this queen is probably an idea soon. Maybe even already. So if I bring bishop here, his rook could come here. I don't think that's good for him, because I can drop back, and I wouldn't drop back there, but push something. I can also do this now. Yeah, I actually had a lot to learn from that last game. My position wasn't that great, so I haven't been playing music this whole time. You want some music? This was our problem. We didn't have the music. That's all it was. All right, so we're up on time. Maybe I need to give myself more time. I don't know. I definitely am not as fast over with a mouse. So I've said that probably a million times before. I don't know if you're like tired of hearing that, but what will he do with his rook? All right, we're a minute up. I don't think an 1800 is going to wait me out in a neutral position. I mean, that's more of like a... I don't know. I felt like I had that happen in like the 1600s too, though. Oh, he disconnected. So I'm... Well, that's not the way I really want to get and only win. If he doesn't, he might reconnect. But don't have time to play another game, so shoot, I would like to. Yeah, he's gonna disconnect. All right, so we'll review this game first. All right, well, I'm happy to see that we both played at a high degree of accuracy. Let's check out, let's make, first off, if I didn't have the game review screen up earlier, I apologize. Certainly should have. Actually, let's adjust this to where you can see the eval bar. There we are. Okay, so this is theory. Okay, so right here it says just develop the other night. I take develop the night here. It says don't worry about this. This seems like a really unintuitive move. Not gonna lie, but okay. All right, this was the best move. Castling. Didn't like that at all. Says I should have at least supported it with H6 or H3. Take, and then it says just ignore the rook. And best move, and says I should have just supported the knight, which I kind of thought of. I did. I also like the open D file though, and that was in that game, unfortunately. So let's go to my profile. See where we could have done something different in the last game. Even if it's just one move, like where I went wrong initially, like the next time I get that far into an opening, if I can change that. So we played this. Oh yeah, this is the one where they just played the most boring chess known to mankind. Wow, that really makes for a bad transformation of the position. Well, that's something to know. Says I should have opened up my E file. That is interesting. Okay. Should have stayed here. I did think of that because after this you just have to move anyways. Didn't do much right, they're saying. Alright, so I just lose a piece here. He takes a piece. I take a piece. He takes a piece. I take a pawn. He takes a piece. Yeah. That was just incorrect calculation. So instead of this, I have to go here. Which looks obscene. That looks, I mean, I guess it shows how bad my position is because it invites this and it literally steps right into a pin. That looks absolutely ludicrous, but yeah, and then I gave up a hold up here. Oh, this forks the two of them. Wow. It's pretty bad to say that white was still better, but all right, so yeah, we're just gonna keep on learning. That's how we're gonna get better. And I've already been to like 1870 something, I think. Got on a bit of a bad streak, a bit of a slump, but you know, those are gonna happen, and getting better over time is something that I can control, so that's what I'm gonna do. But all right, well guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for all who are liking and subscribing. We'll come back with more hopefully learnable content and fun to watch stuff. So thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.